Other water signs, this is going to be a reading for March 12th, 2020. I've been away from my channel, had to prioritize other work, and I had so much going on that I had to get rid of the thing that I like to do most, which is my tarot readings, but I'm back. So thanks for rejoining me. If you're returning, and if you're new, thanks for watching. So this is going to be for Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer for March 12th. Please give us clear guidance for the water sign collective. We have the Fool, the Seven of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Six of Swords, the High Priestess, the Nine of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands, and the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So you're here with the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. Those are water signs. For me, the High Priestess is Pisces. The Queen of Cups could be Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, any of the water signs. So we're starting off with the Fool. A risk taker. And in the center of the reading we have the Six of Swords, which is moving on to calmer waters. And on either side of the Six of Swords we have the Hierophant and the High Priestess. It's an interesting arrangement because I see the Hierophant and the High Priestess as being counterparts in a way. They're both spiritual leaders, both very wise, and people look up to them for guidance. The Hierophant is more of a structured hierarchy in which there is a leader and that people look up to them. And the High Priestess, she's more of a receptive energy. She brings knowledge down from the universe, and she taps into the mysteries. She's very knowledgeable about the occult, about the spiritual realm. It's almost as if the Six of Swords is traveling from the Hierophant, which is a more masculine energy for me. The Hierophant could also be more of a structured way of practicing faith or practicing spirit, and moving towards the High Priestess, which I feel is a more individualized way of tapping into your higher power. maybe going against this established way into something a little bit more mystical. And that could be what this Fool is talking about too, is taking that leap of faith that what you feel is the right thing to do is your spirit guiding you, is trusting that your guidance is going to lead you to a better place, to calmer waters. And the Seven of Wands could be speaking of that as well, because the Seven of Wands is sticking to your guns. It's standing up for yourself and standing up for what you feel is the right thing to do, despite the fact that you have all these other people demanding of you, demanding maybe that you fall in line with the way things are, or the way things always have been, or the way they would like for you to proceed in life. The Nine of Wands is here as well. And the Nine of Wands is someone who has a lot of experience, someone who has cultivated a life, cultivated a belief system, cultivated his lifestyle. He has things to protect, and he is doing a good job of protecting them. You know, he's been in this Seven of Wands energy, and it's progressed to this Nine of Wands energy, and he is still not willing to let anybody mess with his wands. And the Nine of Wands speaks of not giving up. So we have the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Wands, another Wands card. And there is a struggle here. And the Four of Pentacles speaks of sticking again to your guns, holding something close, not wanting to give up, not wanting to share. There's something very precious to you that you're not willing to compromise on, I feel. We have the Page of Pentacles up here. He's holding this one pentacle, and we have the Four of Pentacles here. So there's been a progression here as a result of perhaps being on the defensive, sticking up for yourself, and putting in this work, being this very diligent protector. You've managed to gain this Four of these Pentacles here that you're not willing to compromise on, you're not willing to share, you're not willing to, you're holding them very close. But there is this struggle, this constant struggle with this Five of Wands here. And even the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands, always on the defensive, always feeling like there's someone who wants to take what you've worked so hard for. It's interesting because these two lines here have a very different feeling from this center line. And yet the colors and the cards, this Hierophant is going very well with these Wands cards. It's interesting because the colors and the cards are speaking to me for some reason. And the Six of Swords, the High Priestess, these cards are similar. It seems like the struggle has been with this established way of working, established way of, because the Hierophant can speak of a corporation, any organization in which there is a hierarchy, where people report to someone who is higher up than they are. And that seems to be what this struggle here is connected to, because these colors are all reading the same to me. So maybe you've been in some sort of situation where there's always been someone who wants your job, or someone who is trying to one-up you at work, or you've always felt like you've had to struggle to get ahead. And now there is some sort of leap of faith that you're taking. You're moving away from this established way of being that you've been at from some time now, because we have the Nine of Wands. You've not wanted to give up on making it work, because you have had a lot of success. But there is a moving away from it and moving towards something more peaceful, something a little bit more or a little less conventional here with the High Priestess. It's a bit more of following your own path and not trying to get people to work with you or to work within something that's already been established, but doing something new, perhaps. Because we have the Page of Pentacles, and that is the beginning stages of something that could be very fruitful. And I think that you have already started to experience it, because you have the Four of Pentacles, so there's been a progression. And I think you're not willing to give up. You've seen that you can make this work, you can make it grow from the Page to the Four of Pentacles. And I think maybe you're taking this leap of faith, moving away from an established way of working that just isn't fitting into your lifestyle anymore, and moving towards something a little bit less conventional, a little bit more personal perhaps, something that you're emotionally attached to. The Queen of Cups could be something that you've been working on for a while too. Something that you started years ago and now are returning to. It could be maybe a book even. I'm seeing she's looking down at this book. I do feel like there is still a struggle going on here for you, but you're very close to completing, or very close to fully moving into this calmer place here with the Nine of Wands. The 9 is the last number before the 1. So keep going, water signs, you're almost there. And I think you're going to find a lot of peace and calm, rather than all the struggle that has been going on for you. That's where you're moving to, a calmer place. Okay, water signs, thanks for watching, and please come back. Bye.